Yeah, it's my birthday. We're going to party like it's my birthday. Is it your birthday too, or is that just to celebrate my birthday?
This is just to celebrate your birthday, yes.
Well,
Happy
thank you
birthday.
very much. Thank you for getting in the swing of things.
Oh, no worries.
So, I bet you're wondering why I've got you all here. What is this? So we do questions, I answer them, and that's it?
Blow your candles out first.
Blow the candle. Oh, yeah, hi, by the way. Yeah,
Hi,
nice to see
Robbie.
you.
I like it.
Yeah, nice to see you. Right. I have to sing first?
We sing.
Oh, no you don't. No. I've got to make a wish. It's not worked. Thanks. Oh, thanks very much.
Right, where's Gavin? Gavin, do you want to ask the first question?
Gavin? Thanks, Gavin.
There's the mic, Gavin.
On Saturday, you're playing in Dunedin, which will be the southernmost city you've ever performed in. Does it surprise you that at this point in your career you're still doing new things and finding new places to go?
Well, actually, I was thinking that I've hatched a clever plan. I didn't know how clever my plan was, because the weather is terrible here right now. And the one good thing about not being as famous as I was in 1999 is that I'm now playing indoor arenas, that's worked out really well for me. Going down to the south, Dunedin is the furthest south that I've ever played. How do you feel when, are you from there?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel when you feel that south? Do you feel isolated? How do you feel being from Dunedin?
Cold.
Cold? Is it a cold place? Is it colder than here right now?
Not today, but generally.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to going down there. I haven't been down there before. What are the audiences like?
Should be great for this show.
Okay, cool. Where is considered the best audience in New Zealand? Auckland. And that's said by everybody from Auckland, right? Okay. I'm looking forward to getting down there, and yes, it'll be an honour to go down and play in a place that I've never played before and have an audience come out and see me. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Juliet.
Hi, Juliet.
I come from Stace and Flinney on the Hits. I'm actually their intern, and you're the first person.
They have sent an intern to speak to the Robbie Williams.
Yes,
I'm obviously not as famous as I was in 1999.
Well, actually, I was going to come wearing a big present outfit that we'd hired, but I wasn't allowed to wear it.
Okay.
But I do actually come bearing gifts. So the last time.
That's a bit of a killjoy thing to do. What was the outfit going to be that you were going to wear?
Well, I can probably show you afterwards.
The wish did come true.
So the last time Flinny interviewed you, you mentioned that you liked a particular brand of orange chocolates.
Yeah.
So I've come giving you a New Zealand special.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
That's okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm being passed the Donovan's New Zealand crafted chocolate orange.
Yeah, so hopefully you like them.
Oh, I bet I will.
Now, have you heard from your wife and kids today yet?
I have heard from my wife and kids, and where they are, it's not my birthday.
Oh, so
Yeah.
are they a day behind?
They're a day behind.
Nice.
Yeah.
How do you plan to celebrate in New Zealand today?
How do I plan to celebrate in New Zealand today? Well, boringly, not for me, I really enjoy it, but we've got a FIFA tournament.
Oh, yes.
The soccer game, you're a bit close.
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, right, okay. The soccer game FIFA, I shall be playing at the hotel with my band. There are 8 of us, and we shall go into the night with FIFA fingers and not with powdered noses, like 1999. Yeah.
Sorry, so the reason I was standing a bit close is tomorrow Stace and Flinny are hosting a Robbie Williams pre-party at Cuba Theatre.
Oh,
I've got
cool.
some mocktails for you. If you've got a spare moment, feel free to come along.
Hope to see you there. We will have mocktails for you. Thank you very much. Thank you. What's your name?
Juliet.
Juliet. Bless you, Juliet. Thank you for wearing the hat. And I'm sorry the killjoy stopped you from wearing his outfit.
That's okay. I mean, at least I've got to hide that.
Oh, it's on fire. That's showbiz. And there he died. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm Debbie. Robbie.
That's a cake.
Is that a cake?
Is that it?
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a cake. Oh, okay. Go on.
Happy birthday, Robbie.
Thanks very
And
much.
this is on, I'm not sure if it's on. I'm Debbie from a new show called Red Carpet New Zealand. And firstly, I do have gifts also. May I approach
Oh,
them?
bless you. You may approach the...
So this is from Erin Simpson, everybody. This is Erin Simpson, our host, our artwork. You can get this online, on our online store.
Aaron Simpson using a gift there to promote himself. So, excellent.
So since 1999,
Yeah.
you wrote a lot of these songs. They meant a lot to us. So wedding songs for myself for our wedding video.
Yeah.
When you get back on stage to perform these songs, over your experience of life, do the meanings of these songs change?
I don't know. Like, Angels is always going to be Angels. It's always going to be the song that I finish the set with. It's always going to be my biggest song. She's the One. Love My Life, which was my... Was it A? Please say it was A. Never mind. It's one off the last album. Yeah, no, the answer is no. I suppose I get up and I sing and I entertain in, hopefully a pleasing fashion. But the songs are always the songs. Yeah, no, I don't know how to answer that really, other than to say, I'm glad that it happened to me, and I'm glad that in my armoury, and I'm glad that people respond in the way they do. I still get to come down here and sing these songs to people, and they've become part of the fabric of their lives, these particular people that are in the arena. So yeah, I'm happy that they are. But yeah, no, the meanings don't change really. It's just very lucky to be able to have them in my armoury, like I say.
Well, that answered my second question, because my second question was, what is the experience you get from the audience? What's the greatest experience that you get feedback?
It's acceptance, really. Like any other performer, artist is going out there and really saying, like me, will you like me, please? And my audience says yes, and they keep doing that. I'm 44 today. I've been doing this since I was 16. I did nothing. I did nothing. My dad did barely anything. My mum did a lot. Yeah, I'm talking about the sexual acts, not, looking after me throughout my life. He did a really good job with that. What was the question?
Can I just ask one more question, because that kind of answered it. Okay, so you were entertaining your family and your family friends as a child.
Yeah.
Do you see those qualities within your own children? Do you have lounge time performances?
Yeah, very much so. Teddy, my daughter, is an absolute performer. She writes melodies. She's learning how to play the piano. And wherever we are at any given moment, if there's music on and the world is her audience, and she's 5, she's been doing this since day dot, she'll just slip off, and then all of a sudden she'll do some ballet moves, and then she'll make up a song, and then coquettishly she'll look over her shoulder to see if the table next door is looking at her. Not in a precocious way, it's very beautiful. My son, on the other hand, is just flinging shit up walls.
You give them both notes.
On this flitching, it's shit flinging. Yeah, no, I tried to edit Ted. She hasn't got the edit function yet. She's just like, I'm winning, and she just thinks, very much like a dad. If I'm winning with this dance recital that I'm doing for grandma and aunties, then I'm going to do it for an hour and a half, but I'm trying to make her edit the best bits. Thank you for your question.
Hi there, I'm Trudy from Radio Live, and
Hi, Trudy.
it's nice to hear that the kids provide crazy times like us. I'm going to be able to talk Ada into giving you one more, or is there a boy and a girl and that's it?
Well, I'm happy with a boy and a girl, and I'm happy with 2, but Ida wants a 3rd, so that's what we'll be doing. Yeah, because I'm not in control of those decisions. The biggest life decisions, like where I place Angels in the set list, that's me. Yeah, when we bring another life into the world, that's not me. So yeah, we'll probably be having another one, God willing. Yeah.
Kia ora, Robbie. Welcome back to New Zealand.
Kia ora.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you very much.
No doubt you love coming here.
Yeah.
I just following on from the kids' question, would it be a dream for you to have one of your children perform on stage with you?
Yeah, it would be. And Teddy, no doubt, will be. Charlie looks more like management. Sorry, Michael. Shit flinging up the wall over there. Yeah, they will be performing with me at some stage. Yeah, but it's a difficult thing to know when to do it, because right now they've got their anonymity and we really want that for them. But the minute you put them on stage and go, this is my daughter, then, you know, it sets the hounds free. So we're just trying to figure out what's the best thing for them, because maybe the best thing for them would be get used to everybody and everything that surrounds my life. But at the moment we're keeping them sheltered and out of the way. But I would love, you know, I'd love to walk off stage and let my daughter do 2 songs while I have a cup of tea.
Speaking of things changing, they say, I don't have any kids, so I don't know, but they say when you have children, life changes. As they've got older, have things changed for you in terms of being a father?
Yeah, everything's about them. Whereas before I was just wandering around the planet having an existential crisis about everything. Why is I'm in a stadium and the people and the records and the houses and the cars, why am I so sad? You know, the archetypal bullshit pop star stuff. Now the kids come and you're just like, oh right, okay, it's about them. Daddy goes to work, Daddy's got a great job. Let's not worry about it too much, let's just go and provide for them. So yeah, everything has changed.
And on that change subject as well, this tour's been going for about 6-7 months now. Has it changed from when you first did your performances to what we're going to see tomorrow night? Has much changed?
Well, I feel a lot better. I wasn't too great last year, I was unwell, but I've been looking after myself. I had a weird back thing that happened, and I was facing down doing 60 to 70 shows, and I couldn't even walk. So that brings its own stress, let's say. I got the shows done, the audience enjoyed themselves, and I enjoyed it too, even though when I was off stage I couldn't walk, I couldn't sit down, I couldn't lie down, I couldn't do anything. So what has changed, I'm in a better place because physically I'm better. I'm really looking forward to getting into these shows and, you know, finishing this tour with gusto. You know, because it started at a place where I didn't even think I could get through it. So, by the grace of God, here I am.
Cheers, thanks.
Thank you.
Hi, Robbie. Josh Thompson from the project.
Hi, Josh.
Daily 7 o'clock show on Fridays we do now. So, was this stress you've had? Is that one of the reasons why you've done a move to veganism and yoganism?
Yoganism. Yeah, I do yoganism, veganism. Yeah, I'm 43. Oh no, 44. I was 43 yesterday. And yeah, it's just time that I look after myself a bit better. I love my job. I want to be able to do it for a long time. I have something in me that wants to fuck everything up and obliterate myself. It's something that's inside that I'm working on a day-to-day basis, and I can either feed that wolf or not feed that wolf, and I'm choosing to not feed that wolf right now and look after myself because I like life. It's good.
Okay, you look great.
Thank
so
you.
It's obviously working. I've had this question for a long time. Your rock DJ Tiger undies, did you have a whole lot of them, or did you just have one pair that you had to wash a lot?
I had one pair.
Really?
No, I had 2 pairs for the video, and now I've got 15 pairs. Yeah, because the Tiger undies sort of went away, and then they made a return like 18 months ago, and I got 1 pair for a bit of a laugh for my wife. Like, look, hey, it's me from the 90s. And then I was like, I wore them, you know, for whimsy, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, I quite like these, so I wear them every day except for now.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Thank you. Glad I could answer your question. Put your mind to rest.
Hello.
Hi, mate.
I'm Jim. I'm from the Rock Radio Station.
Hi, Jim.
Right, just because it's the start of the new year and like you like 2018 and that's like you tour and that's, do you find that because things have become a bit more like continuous, more
Spit it out.
do you think that it's like things are a bit more easy or a bit more
Is this a bit? Are you doing a bit?
No.
Are you doing some comedy?
No.
Is this a thing? I'll go and then I won't be able to say it, and then it'll take for
Thanks, Jim.
ages.
Cheers, Jim.
Thanks, Jim.
No,
Jim's doing a bit. He's doing a thing.
Well thought out, well prepared questions.
Well
Jim.
thought out.
All the best.
It's a good sketch bit, Jim. Oh, Jim's doing a thing for the sketch of the YouTube. Oh, Jim.
Okay.
Oh, well done, Jim. You did it. Your big thing.
Hi Robbie, I'm Ryan from TV3.
Hi, Ryan.
Hey, I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions. The first one being that obviously you have a beautiful wife and 2 beautiful children now. But there was a time in the 90s, I think it was, when you said that you dabbled with, or that you weren't sure about your sexuality, and it's Pride Month here in New Zealand. And I just wondered if you perhaps wanted to reflect on that at all, and also whether you would consider staying on in New Zealand to take part in the Pride Parade. It's actually in Auckland.
Maybe. No, I was going to say something. I will not say what I was going to say. Wasn't sure about my sexuality. I was raised in a place where, you know, like many of us, you sort of, to put other people down, you're like, gay, you're gay. And then you grow up thinking, you're gay, you are. But then it's a shameful thing and it's appointing. And then I joined Take That, 16. And we just did gay clubs for the first 18 months of our existence, and we had the most amazing time. I went from a place in Stoke-on-Trent where you gauged where you were going to go out in the evening to if you put steel toe cap boots on because there was going to be a fight, or if you put your trainers on because you're going to have to run because the people that were going to fight you were better than you at fighting. And then all of a sudden I was in this world in gay clubs where the music was incredible, guys were not threatening, and nobody tried it on with me like you think they're gonna, and all of a sudden you're now in a different paradox where you're like, oh, well, everything seems to be amazing here. What was the problem with about calling everybody gay when you were growing up? And I think that when I was 20 or 21, I was like, well, I don't hate gay people, does that make me gay? You know, that was my thought, was like, but this is all great, so what was the problem? So with my sexuality, I think that's as far as it got for me feeling confused about what I am. But I'm yet to partake in my first cock, but there is still time. And now that I'm doing plant-based food, I think that I'm attracted to a lot of the male people that can provide me with that service. As of yet, though, it hasn't happened. But, you know,
There's time.
there is time.
You're only 44.
There is time.
Yeah. My second question is just about, I don't know if you're aware, but you came in on quite a hot news day here in New Zealand.
Oh, okay.
The leader of the opposition party here, the National Party, has just resigned this morning. That's a couple of hours ago. So it's quite like breaking news across the country.
Yeah.
And he used to be our Prime Minister, and there are a couple of people who are gunning for his job.
I'm not sucking his cock.
Can you tell me who's got
Look at his cheeks. Look at his cheeks. Okay, no, so what?
Just based purely
Just
on the photo, who would you like to be the next leader of the opposition?
Well,
here
he
in New
seems
Zealand?
friendly and I would trust him, that guy.
That's Mark Mitchell. Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy?
There's a bit of closet stuff going on there, I think. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen?
It's probably defamation.
Okay. She looks as though she would get the job done and she would take no prisoners.
Okay.
So far, I'm going with the first guy, the big friendly smiling guy. She looks...
That's actually an unfair photo to be.
Yeah, it's probably not her best photo. I've got lots of photos like that.
That's Paula Bennett.
Yeah, yeah. No. She looks like a few exes of mine. No. And no.
So we're going with the first, this one?
Yeah, who's that?
Mark Mitchell.
Mark Mitchell. He's your man.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Time for one more question, guys. Find it out. Who's going to do it? Yeah, Robbie, it's up to you.
Okay.
Ladies first.
No, let's do both.
Hey Robbie, happy birthday.
Hi, darling.
I don't have a question for you, I have a story.
Oh, okay.
Do you mind if I tell you a little story?
Yes, please do tell me a story.
Okay. So, I'm 10 years old, biggest Take That fan in the world, obviously. Posters all over. 2 teenage sisters, out clubbing in England, in the UK. Come back on a Sunday morning and tell me that they've met yourself and Jason Orange in Club Mondo in Cheltenham. Where you
Club Cheltenham.
Club Mondo in Cheltenham.
No, they made that up.
I know. I know this now.
Yeah.
But anyway, apparently you came back to our house.
Right.
And you did some shots with them, and then you had coffees, and you tried to pierce my sister's belly button with my mum's sewing kit.
Right.
Went
So
to
made up Robbie went to.
came to my house.
Oh right, okay.
And
Made
I was
up
devastated.
Robbie.
Made up Robbie came to my
Okay.
house. I was devastated that they didn't wake me up to come and meet Made Up
Right,
Robbie.
okay.
But it was okay because you and the rest of the guys from Take That were going to come back next Sunday and visit our house and have Sunday lunch with us.
Right, we never came.
No, I went off to school and I told all my friends that Take That were coming to my house for
Right.
Sunday lunch with my family.
Right.
So my 2 mean elder sisters, what do you think of that?
You're at his birthday.
Have you been to therapy?
I've had a lot of therapy.
And was this part, did you therapize this story?
This is what I'm doing now.
Oh, right.
I've waited 25 years to have this conversation with you.
Well, first off, let me give you the relief of relieving the hatred for your sisters because of this thing that Made Up Robbie didn't do. And may I relinquish all of your resentments with a big hug.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry Made Up Robbie didn't make it,
That's
but
right.
here I
So
am.
much better.
Here I am in the
So much
flesh.
better.
Yeah.
I'll be shooting your
There's a
content
lot more
tomorrow.
flesh than there was back then. But thank you very much for your stories. We've got time for one more question.
Hey Robbie, happy birthday.
Thanks, mate.
I really don't know how I'm supposed to follow a question like that. That's not very fair, really, is it? I'd have gone first if I'd known. I was going to ask you, my name's Steve, by the way.
Hi, Steve.
And I was going to ask you about your support act
Yes.
for the Auckland and Evening shows, Tammy Nielsen.
Yes.
Any thoughts on how she's going to gel with your show?
Well, she's a show person. She's got a massive personality and a huge voice, and she's a performer. And that's what I do. Well, you know, apart from she's got a bigger voice than me, but that's what I do. So I get it, and she's incredible. I love the songs. I'm loving. You know, can't wait for to stand by the stage and watch her perform.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask you possibly an unfair question then. If you could choose, obviously, Tammy notwithstanding.
Where are you from?
Salford.
Salford.
Yeah. Thought you'd pop the British
Yeah.
accent. Slightly putting it on for your benefit, I realise.
Yeah.
You know,
It's rounded off at the edges though.
well, I've been gone for a few years.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, a bit more local now.
Yeah.
So anyway, as I was saying, it doesn't interrupt, does it?
Sorry.
If you could choose any support act, who would you go with?
If I could choose any support act, who would I go with? I don't know. Public Enemy. I love Public Enemy. I mean, my audience might struggle with them, but maybe Public Enemy. Yeah, Public Enemy.
Yeah, I'd love to see that show.
Okay.
One last question. That's it, everyone.
Robbie, thank you very much. My name's Jeremy Wells. That's from
I mean,
7 Sharp. How are you going?
yeah, I'm going good. Oh wow, this is.
It's a gift. That's a gift from us.
It's got the weight of an award.
It is actually. It is an award. It's an old award. It's the only thing I can find lying around, unfortunately.
Okay.
Just coming to this a little bit. I was unprepared.
Media Awards, 7 Sharp Variety of News. I'm going to put this. This is your award.
Yeah, we won the award, and I've given it to. I've re-gifted you that award.
Well, thank you
a
very
different
much.
team, actually. Some other presenters.
Do you know what? I'm going to take this home and put it on my mantelpiece, take a picture and Instagram it, and there it shall stay.
Oh, it's very nice. I'll tell the other presenters; they'll be stoked.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, coming down to New Zealand being down the bottom of the world, New Zealand reasonably insecure about our place in the world. It's really important that someone asks visiting superstars when they come to New Zealand, what do you think of New Zealand?
I love New Zealand. Back in the day that, New Zealand was my biggest territory per head or something. I always remember that stat. It's like, okay, you're really famous in England, but you are massive in New Zealand. And if you love me, I love you. So here I am. Thank you for having me back.
Thank you from the people of New Zealand.
It's a pleasure. God bless you all. Are we done?
We're done, I think.
Okay, thank you very much.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much. Thanks, guys. If you come to the show, enjoy it. If you're not, fuck yourselves.